Welcome, everybody. It's another exciting edition of the Sports Hole. I'm your host, Luke. With me, as always, XFL Jim, Straight Edge, Matty Goldberg. What's up, dudes? Yeah.
What up, boys?
Gonna get those on your hands, the big X's.
L to the X.
Yeah. What were the big Straight Edge bands back in the day, Matty?
Minor Threat, Youth of Today, Gorilla Biscuits.
Gorilla Biscuits were Straight Edge?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know. Okay.
Oh, big time. Uniform Choice. Oh, there's a bunch. Chains of Strength.
Who was the best?
The best album is Gorilla Biscuits, Start Today, but probably overall the best is Minor Threat, which became Fugazi.
Oh, okay.
Ian McKay.
Yeah, Ian
Minor
McKay.
Threat is like the Godfathers. They're kind of like the Chuck Berry of rock and roll, of straight edge. That makes sense.
The OGs.
Chuck Berry of Straight Edge.
Well, like what Chuck Berry is to rock and roll.
No, I know, but that's like just such a great. They should
like
put
that.
that on their album, promotions.
Yeah. They were good. They were a time capsule in America for a couple people. Sorry, I'm a little out of it. I'm 24 days sober.
Matty
Fugazi was like Straight Edge by default, right? Or were they?
Well, they were more much. It was like Ian McKay's next band. It wasn't like. It was more like rock, like alternative rock,
right.
compared to the hardcore. And they didn't like slam dancing and all that stuff. So there was like rules. It was kind of
They
lame.
didn't slam dance.
No, I went to see him and this guy grabbed me and like was like, "You're not allowed to dance."
Oh my God!
Yeah, it got
so
there.
Obnoxious.
I know, and he grabbed me really
that
hard.
video for Waiting Room is like all these just shirtless teen boys in a big room. It's like it doesn't look cool, even though the song's great.
He grabbed me hard, like harder than I've been into like very violent concerts. I remember that injury more than most injuries because he like grabbed me by the shoulder. He was like, "No dancing." And I was like, "Dude, I'd rather be like getting an elbow in the face than you grabbing me like that."
I know. It's let me assault you to enforce this.
But
this strict code we have here. Who is the guy who showed his butthole to Ian McCarthy?
Oh, that was Poison Idea.
Tell Jim what Poison Idea did.
Poison Idea was a band from Portland, Oregon that was like a pretty punk band with guys that would wear X's on their hands and drink Big Jack Daniels, and they had an album cover with a guy's butthole spread open. It was called
I like it.
Get Loaded and Fuck. You can look it up. I mean, this is kind of weird that we're talking punk hardcore.
This is how every show should open here.
Yeah. So, pretty funny.
Yeah.
But those are the days.
That's fantastic.
Those days are long gone. Although it's funny, I found a Gigi Allen thing on Instagram. It was called Tinder, Gigi Allen Tinder.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, "I like girls that are dirty. They like to get dirty." It's pretty funny. I should have sent it to you.
Oh, look at the album cover right
all
now.
GG. When sports slows down again, I mean, minus all the great spring league action, we really should review Hated on here.
Yeah, that's Todd Phillips. He directed like The Joker, Old School, The Hangover. His first movie was Gigi Allen documentary. It was intense. I saw it in college, and all my buddies were we found it in a store, we bought it, and then we all woke up at like 2 a.m. We're like, that was really disturbing.
No, he
sticks the banana in his butt and then throws it at the audience.
It's impressive to be able to get to that. I feel like it would smush.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
I mean, the consistency might change, but it's still going to be shit end of a true chocolate sundae, if you will. Banana split. Jim, what happened in college football this weekend?
Yeah, on the college football. Where's Lane Kiffin going?
That was the big thing is everyone's kind of like turning on Lane Kiffin here. We will know where Lane Kiffin's going after this weekend, after this coming weekend. He
But
said he
here's
would
the
announce
thing.
after the Egg Bowl.
Is he a jerk for how he's handling it? Is he a jerk for leaving Ole Miss? Is he a jerk for not taking a better job? What is the feeling?
I would argue probably how he's handling it.
It kind of seems like a LeBron James, the decision, like doing it all wrong.
I don't know
By the way,
the right way to do it because Harbaugh did this a couple of times with Michigan.
Yeah.
And you guys were getting sick of it at the end.
We were, but then he actually just laughed, which was okay.
Well, here's the other
we'd
thing.
won a chip, but
Let's say if Ole Miss makes let's say they win the Egg Bowl, which they probably will.
They'll probably make the college football playoff at that
And then
point,
he
yes.
decides to go to LSU. Do they get rid of him? Like, does he leave right away, or does he get to coach the playoffs? I mean,
the playoff committee did they speculated that said, oh, maybe they would change a team's seating based on whether or not their coach is still there.
Why would you punish the kids?
Well, here's the deal.
No sense.
Here's the way he can do this. He can do this right.
And technically, Ole Miss is still alive for the SEC championship game. By the way,
if he so wanted, why doesn't he just make a decision after the season and say, "I'm going to make a decision after the season"?
You can't make decisions after the season because of the early signing period. You got to get recruits in right away.
So he has to quit.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, he did it at Tennessee. Different circumstances,
but playoffs.
There weren't playoffs back then.
I saw a documentary. I forgot how insane that was. I forgot that he had to basically get a police escort to leave Tennessee as they chased him, basically pitchforked.
They made a decent bowl game, if I remember right, and he just left and tanked their entire program.
Well, he literally left as they chased him out of town.
Yeah,
with pitchforks.
Now, would he would just walk away from Ole Miss, right? There's no scenario where he could finish the season.
I don't think so. I think set the president when Bill Frieder left.
Yeah.
This is a little before your time, Jim, but in college basketball, Bill Frieder was a good coach for Michigan basketball. They were a 6 seed, 1989. He signs with Arizona State right before, literally in between March, the day in between the first game of March Madness and Selection Sunday. And Bo Schembechler was like, no, I want a Michigan man. And then Steve Fisher was interim coach. They win the whole thing. Crazy how it happened.
Yeah.
And you just nuts. How can a guy coaching for LSU coach Ole Miss? It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense, but I feel like look, you have players that are not going to be there next year. Why can't you have a coach? I mean, the only thing I could understand is the coach I have to go get started on my new team.
Sure.
That's my job. But maybe
I feel like LSU would have to let him play it out.
But would Ole Miss want to?
If you're in the playoffs and you have a chance, why wouldn't you?
I get it, but it's a weird. I don't know. It's there's sometimes a guy in the NFL, a defensive coordinator. He's going to take a job with another team, but he's in the Super Bowl, so they let him stay. This is a little different because it's a head coach, but we'll see. Nobody knows in the next week or two. I mean, he could go to Florida for all we know.
Man, if he leaves, the funniest scenario is if he announces after the Egg Bowl he's leaving, and then all of a sudden Texas A&M and Alabama both lose their games on Saturday.
Yeah.
Because then Ole Miss should be in the SEC championship game.
Yeah.
That'd be very funny.
Well, who does Texas A&M play? Texas?
Yes.
I mean, they could lose.
And Alabama plays Auburn.
That is highly unlikely. You think they'll come
weird
back?
Shit happens in the Iron Bowl.
I get it, but you think after a bad loss, they'll rebound.
DeBoer coaching for his job with this one?
That was a bad loss.
After every loss, he's coaching for his job.
Right.
That was a really bad loss just because he basically got outcoached completely, and some of his late game decisions were boneheaded
Oh
to
yeah, we
me.
talked about that one. That was fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
This week wasn't so good because you just feel like everybody's like
There
playing
were some good
cupcakes.
games though. There were some
There
good
was
games.
there was what did I bet on? I bet on
Northwestern Minnesota was fun.
yeah, that was real fun.
What about
Maddie just doesn't appreciate football.
KSU
I
versus
don't.
Utah? Almost 100 points were
That game was
scored.
awesome.
What
Kansas
did I
State got
enjoy?
screwed, by the way. Kansas State got screwed by some
I
bad
watched
ref
the
calls.
game of what was the only ranked game up front?
You talking about Oklahoma, Missouri?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet on that. I had Oklahoma. I got
I
that.
I had the under.
And I give it up for Venables. It looks like he's gonna make it. Looks like he's gonna make it
He's
to the
gonna make
This
it
is them versus
after all.
LSU this coming Saturday is a big one.
LSU just seems dead. Like even with interim coach, they didn't seem like it helped them at all. They just seem lost.
Michigan
So
taking care of business, Luke.
Yeah.
yeah,
Finally,
yeah,
a complete game, too. And granted, there should not beat Ohio State this weekend. Nobody
it would
thought
be a
that last
miracle
year either.
to do five in a row after shocking the world last year. It'd be an absolute miracle.
Yeah, I think last year Ryan Day tried to be tough and have a tough team, and that wasn't their game.
Get
No.
Chip Kelly back for the championship run for Ohio
I mean,
State.
their offense is clicking and they don't really need them.
I mean, yeah, it's the man. If this season, even when Michigan loses, it's not a lost season. This was a rebuilding year, and I'm okay with it. Um, they didn't win any games they shouldn't win, but that's okay. They won the games they were
Yeah.
supposed to win. So
Also, good timing on getting Wisconsin when you did, because I feel like Wisconsin's kind of like a team actually fighting right now.
I do too. Wisconsin played tough against us too. They were
Dude.
tough and they had not beaten anybody.
27-10 over Illinois, baby.
I
Yeah,
felt that
Illinois.
coming. I felt that coming.
Illinois was a team at the beginning of the year everybody had in the playoffs. They had a rough season. It looks like Oregon is in. They took care of USC.
Oregon is probably in, even with a loss, I would think, if they have a close
Yeah.
loss to Washington.
Yeah.
Sucks that Washington definitely will not be ranked anymore, but
Are they top? They're 20, 21, 19.
I don't think they're going to be ranked at all after.
I don't think so.
Well, are they still ranked after
Yeah.
losing to
Yeah,
Wisconsin?
I think they're
they still?
25 or 24.
Oh shit!
I swear they were. I guess
But they might not be.
I thought they got knocked
I
out.
thought they
Maybe
were.
they did.
Who does Indiana play this week?
Purdue. It's the
That's a cupcake. And then
Indiana's almost assuredly locked into the Big Ten championship.
And then we're
game.
looking at a fun Saturday, like Ohio State, probably Indiana, which we'll really get to see what Indiana's made of.
Wait, you mean for championship weekend or
Yeah.
for? Okay, I thought you were talking about this
In 2
week.
weeks.
Maddie's looking ahead.
Sorry.
This
Sorry,
week is
Michigan.
great. This is hate week, dude.
Does Michigan get in if they somehow miraculously
Yes,
win?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
They'll
Think
only
so.
have 2 losses.
I was gonna say they'd be 10-2, and no, they would not. I'm trying to
They're
see.
gonna fuck
I'm looking
some
at all
team
the. I'm
over,
looking at all the.
They're gonna screw
Okay.
over an Ole Miss or something who might.
Here's a scenario for you guys.
Yeah.
Michigan beats Ohio State, Indiana wins, and if Oregon loses, Michigan's in the title game.
Who does Notre Dame play?
Wait, who's Oregon's got
week.
Washington? You said
Yeah,
this week?
that's a rivalry game. So that's not
easy.
crazy.
Washington, they're probably gonna be 10-point dogs, but
Wait, how does Michigan get in? Wait, what's the scenario?
Because USC got another loss.
Right. USC got no loss. I get that. I mean, you said
Michigan,
not the
if
big
Michigan
championship.
beats Ohio State,
Yeah.
because you only have one conference loss, I believe, right? You only have a loss to
I
USC.
guess right. I guess it was only a C.
So you beat Ohio State, Indiana beats Purdue, and Oregon loses to Washington. The title game would be Indiana versus Michigan.
That would be the funniest scenario.
The other scenario would be very funny if Michigan beats Ohio State and Oregon loses to Washington and somehow Indiana loses to Purdue. The title game would be Michigan versus Ohio State.
It's good because there's good games on Friday.
That's
and
shit
Saturday.
I don't want. They could find a way to not have back-to-back games like that, because that will happen some year.
There's no planet where Indiana loses to Purdue this season, though.
No.
But if you beat Ohio State, it's looking really good.
Any chance Notre Dame doesn't get it?
If they lose this week.
It's highly unlikely. 32-point favorites.
Yeah, they're playing Stanford, so
yeah,
probably. I think. What do you guys think about the whole Notre Dame Miami debate?
I like Notre Dame. I mean, it's hard, it's tough because they did beat them. Miami beat them, but I mean Notre Dame is coming on.
If they're both 10-2,
it's probably going to go
what
to
was
Notre
that? Like
Dame.
The first or second game
that was
of the
week
season?
2.
Yeah,
week 1. No,
that one was week 1. Week 2 was Notre Dame losing to Texas A&M.
I mean, Notre Dame's 2 losses are so respectable. That's the thing. Like they lost to 2 top 15 teams, and one of them is a top 5 team, our top 3 team, and they lost on some stupid guy couldn't hold an extra point.
The issue with Notre Dame, I mean, to be fair, I agree. I think Notre Dame should probably be in. They don't really have a ton of outstanding wins.
But they actually have outstanding losses. Their losses are very respectable. I know that sounds weird.
That does sound weird. I still hate
their
that.
Their losses are respectable. Like they didn't get they lost on nail biters.
They lost by 3 and they lost by 1.
I don't. What did USC? Are they?
They're 8-3. I don't.
Are they still ranked? Because like none of their.
We won't know till tomorrow.
16.
We won't. I mean, but that's still off of last week's ranking. We won't know.
I think USC is done.
I kind of want.
That was essentially a playoff game.
They'll probably they'll probably put USC, if I had to guess, in like the 20s, like the 20 to 25 range. They probably move them back down there.
Yeah, there were a couple other losses.
That throw that Levin threw, the wide receiver on a wide receiver option, he threw a 30-yard dart, like a dime. You see that pass he threw? That was beautiful. I digress.
What games are you looking forward to, Maddie, this hate week?
Texas A&M, Texas. Well, it's fun because Friday's got a great slate of games.
Friday's got a great slate. Egg Bowl is always a classic. The Egg Bowl is one of my favorite rivalry games. Ole Miss, Mississippi State is so good.
Mississippi State's played a lot of tough games.
I'm kind of looking forward to Georgia Tech now that they're out of it to kind of play loose.
What do you mean out of it?
I don't think they can make it now.
I think they still have a shot to make the ACC championship game.
Oh, okay, well they got to win.
Let me take a look. I have a whole screen of tiebreakers right here.
I think they'll play Georgia hard. So Friday, Texas A&M, Texas, obviously, that's going to be a lot of fun. And then Saturday, of course.
No, Georgia Tech is out.
Ohio State, Michigan is going to be a lot of fun. I'm kind of Miami, Pittsburgh. I mean, Pittsburgh will. They can easily win that game on Saturday, so
I think
that's important.
I'm pretty sure. So, okay, Virginia and SMU control their destiny. It looks like there's a tiebreaker scenario if SMU or Virginia loses. Yeah, Virginia's both them and SMU are 1-point losses in this scenario. It looks like if either one of them lose, then Pitt would get in if Pitt beats Miami. Otherwise, it's a lot of tiebreaker scenarios between.
If Miami's going to be a fun game.
If, like, say, Virginia and SMU both lose, then you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-way tie for the ACC that you have to figure out tiebreakers for between Virginia, SMU, Pitt, Georgia Tech, Duke, and Miami. I don't understand the whole scenario with that. It is very funny. Virginia is basically winning their in. And when was the last time they beat Virginia Tech?
I haven't the slightest.
Like they've been better. Virginia Tech's had their number.
You give Mississippi State a chance?
100% I do. I give him a chance. I don't know how good of a chance, but I give him a chance.
They played some tough games, like the Texas game they should have won. They beat Arizona State, so it's not like they're slouches.
And the G5 race is like kind of nuts right now too, with what happened in the American, with UTSA kind of like killing the Americans' chances at a playoff bid. I think they're behind everyone in the American right now is behind JMU.
It's funny, like they barely beat Washington State. Do you really think they're gonna come into the playoffs and do damage?
You mean like Ole Miss?
Better than Ole Miss.
So they're not as JMU did better than Ole Miss. That's right.
Why do you say that?
A common opponent. Do you remember the like overtime, barely scraping by win of Washington State that Ole Miss had?
Get out of here.
You don't remember that game?
I do remember, but that's one game.
Busted,
this is one
pal.
Game. JMU has been blasting every other team they play.
Fair enough. Still, I don't think it's the same.
In what world is that not the same?
Ole Miss has beaten good teams. They lost to Georgia by 8. Georgia would beat James
Madison.
Again,
we're going with the losses here.
They would beat James Madison by...
I will give you Ole Miss has beaten a good team.
Georgia versus James Madison. What's the score?
What's the spread or the score?
What's the spread?
Probably Georgia minus like 20.
Exactly. Come on.
I don't give a fuck.
You should give a fuck. You're a college guy.
I know, and JMU would deserve to be in.
Is Nebraska going to be in?
Yeah, at 7-5 at the end of the season when they lose to Iowa barely.
I was good now.
Also, Ole Miss has beaten one good team. I will give you that. That is
good
Oklahoma
loss against Georgia.
Yeah, good loss by 10. Okay, cool.
I guess that doesn't mean anything.
No, good losses. What do you? A 10-point loss? I don't know if is that good of a loss.
What about Nebraska? I mean, Notre Dame's losses. Those are good.
Notre Dame's I will give you. I'll give you Notre Dame.
They could be undefeated.
They could be.
Their quarterback's good, man. Lloyd Carr's grandson.
Baby Carr. His brother just committed to Michigan. He's only
no shit. What does his brother play?
I like that.
QB. He's like a 3-star though. So
it's always the second brother. It's not as good.
Right.
It's like Jordan Rodgers.
It's like Don Swayze.
Yeah, he'll be on fucking Bachelor in no time. Using his brother's famous name.
Hey Jim, we should talk about Nebraska too. Since
what about Nebraska right now?
You know
what the fuck happened?
Oh, dude, this is
the quarterback got hurt.
Oh, Rayola's still out. I forgot.
Yeah. So true freshman quarterback. Nebraska's never been able to stop the run all season. And if you've paid attention to Penn State over the last like 3 or 4 weeks, they've been getting better. They've been buying in.
Nobody's talking about Matt leaving the team though, so that's good.
That is good. And then the Penn State interim's getting everyone all fired up. But like they have dudes like Katron Allen is a beast. And they have dudes on the defense, and their line is just so much better than Nebraska's. Nebraska hasn't been able to stop the run all season. So teams that are just super run oriented, the same thing happened against Michigan. Michigan was able to run all over this team. They're just bad. They're great against the pass, terrible against the run. And then TJ Lateef, I just don't know. They didn't want him to pass downfield.
You give Michigan a chance this week?
Maybe?
I think I think Michigan plays Ohio State the closest of any team in the regular season every single year. That was the case even when Michigan wasn't good. Like
where's the game 10, like, Michigan,
like 8-10 years ago, you get like an 8-win Michigan team barely losing to Ohio State.
Is it in Michigan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know. Like
I mean, if you get some bad weather too, you get here's the deal though. I don't know if Jordan Marshall's going to be playing. So
Justice
Hayes out for the season already. Jordan Marshall, our other great back, is now we don't know.
If they don't have him, they're in trouble.
Well, Kuzdal performed well over the weekend too, but he's, I mean, at some point we need a weapon or two,
I just don't
like
know how Michigan scores is my only issue.
that's the problem. Like the Michigan's main problem this year has been they've really a lot of times they only scored on big plays, which have been great, but it's hard to count on those all the time. You need
Like,
to
I'm trying to
convert on
see
third down. Like this game was great though. They converted every third down. So
Illinois on the season so far is the team who has scored the most against Ohio State, and they scored 16 points.
wow. Yeah. Ohio State also has like the best defense in the country with the best defensive player in the country. So.
Yeah, that's my whole worry is like this Ohio State defense. Like maybe Michigan can disrupt some things and like confuse a freshman quarterback and make Ohio State make mistakes on.
I mean,
offense.
that guy's.
Julian Sain looks so clean.
He's like a Heisman contender.
Would you say Georgia's the second best team right now?
I would still say Indiana.
What about Texas A&M? Or
I would put Georgia above Texas A&M slightly. Yeah. I'd also have Oregon kind of up there, especially if Oregon somehow gets healthy. Oregon is still without their top like 2 or 3 wide receivers.
That is true.
But I would probably go, if I'm going top 5, Maddie, I'd go Ohio State, Indiana, Georgia, Texas A&M, Oregon. Yes, that's how I would order it. I don't know how the playoffs shake out. A lot of that is seeding and how it works out. Also, for next week, Saturday, I mean, it's early, so I don't love that as much. Texas Tech going up to the mountains of West Virginia. They probably cruise, but that's a weird spot.
Kalen DeBoer loses this game for some reason. Does he get fired?
I don't know if he gets fired, but he might actively be looking for another job at this point if he loses to Auburn.
He gets a talking to.
Like the seat gets instantly hot again after it was hot at the start of the year, cooled back down, and then it would just be burning hot because you'd be losing to an interim coach Auburn, and then also you would miss the playoff 2 years in a row.
Hot or hot?
Hot.
I think they're going to win by like 3 touchdowns.
I hope so. That's always a weird game, though. I think so too. Missouri to Arkansas doesn't really matter. Vanderbilt at Tennessee is interesting. If Vandy wins this, they're like in the talks for the playoffs.
I heard they're getting like the number 1 recruit quarterback.
Good for Vanderbilt. Good for Vandy. Army at UTSA is just fun because I think UTSA, aside from Texas State, they have a crazy good record in San Antonio.
Please don't bring up games that don't matter.
Maddie, every game matters, and entertainment is a factor.
That's right. Jim's a connoisseur, man. He goes.
So, Jim, will you have a lot of leftovers for Friday, Saturday?
I will. I'm going to a wedding on Saturday.
Who gets married on
Thanksgiving
weekend?
My little brother.
Wow.
What a jerk off. People like go away.
Well,
I mean, what if Nebraska was playing a meaningful game this weekend?
What if Nebraska?
We are. We're playing Friday though.
Oh, right. But what if he didn't know that before he played in the wedding?
You like the girl he's marrying?
Yeah, she's cool.
I heard you said she was a big cunt.
Oh.
You think they listen to the Sports Hole?
Are you bringing the girl yourself?
Hell yes, I am.
You got a nice. You're gonna probably wear like something, like let me wear like some sort of cheesy blue tuxedo.
I wish, but we all got, since I'm in the wedding party, we all got like matching suits.
Lame.
Maddie, are you gonna stay up for Wyoming at Hawaii?
Pass. But Josh Allen,
the last game of the regular season, and Maddie just doesn't appreciate it. Just not true love for college football.
The thing is, like NFL,
no true love for this sport.
Look, NFL, I get up at 6 a.m. I don't care who's playing. I got up from Miami, Washington. So like NFL, 6 a.m, 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 4 games in a row. College, I can do 3 in a row. College, I'll do 9 a.m., 12:30. No, I'll do 4 in a row. I'll do 9, 12:30, 4:30. I can't do the fourth. I tap out.
You can't do
If
you
UCLA is
can't do the
playing
eight
at like
o'clock
8,
games.
if UCLA, by the way, this is the end of an era in LA because UCLA is leaving the Rose Bowl and they will be at SoFi
Is
next
that
year, which makes
official? Is that
that is
official?
official.
I don't know. I
Wow.
still don't get why they're doing that.
Well, it's literally 30 minutes closer to campus.
Is it really? Is Inglewood
Yeah.
that much closer?
You got to
Yes.
drive all
Okay.
the way.
Okay.
It's
You're
just
literally
basically going south for them, whereas going across the whole city over to Pasadena.
That's
You're
true.
driving an hour and
Pasadena
a
is in a
half.
weird spot. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's beautiful there, and they should do games there. Like they should have neutral site games because it's so gorgeous, but it doesn't make sense.
I saw some people say they should just like make it the permanent national championship spot.
It's gorgeous. I would not argue about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, just keep it nice. Now that even like, obviously the Super Bowl will come to SoFi, but like when the Super Bowl was at Pasadena, it was beautiful. Like you get the mountains in the background.
Oh my god!
It's
Yeah,
Mhm.
my
special.
time there was when I watched the Rose Bowl, it was just stunning.
I have a
It's-
buddy who's a Ole Miss alumni. He said if they're playing out there, he's coming. I don't know if I'm up to going,
Who's
but he
that,
said he'd
Maddie?
buy
Who do
me
you
a
know from
ticket.
Ole Miss?
A buddy I play poker with.
Oh, one of your
He doesn't
scoundrel
respect my
buddies.
sobriety.
Why not? What is he? Is he mocking you?
Well, he's always smoking on like Zoom. He's always got a pipe and stuff.
Well, that's just
come
tobacco.
on.
Is it just tobacco or is it?
No, it's
You
weed.
can't
Oh.
expect everybody else to contour
Oh,
their
yes, I
lives.
can.
That's part of being strong, Maddie.
I can't
Nope.
believe Maddie will not end the college football season watching the last Hawaii game of the year.
I did that. Like I remember one year,
9
man, I
p.m.
spent all fucking day at the bar. I got there at 8
It's
a.m.
great.
I watched every game. Just when I was ready to tap out, I'm like, the
I
Hawaiian
figured,
Bowl came on.
yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, this is great.
It's amazing. It starts for me. It starts from 11
What's-
a.m. I can go till 11
For
p.m.
you
is the
guys
last
watching
game. Or
live, the
10
greatest
p.m.
Iron Bowl I ever saw was the field goal at the end.
Yes.
Kick six.
Were you
Yeah.
guys? Where were you guys watching that live?
Yeah, I was
Oh,
at
yeah.
a bar.
I was stunned.
It blew my mind.
Yeah,
That
it
whole
was-
season for Auburn was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's strange that FSU and Auburn played that year. It
Do
didn't
you
even
think
make-
Florida State should fire Mike? It seems like they're going to
No,
give
they
him another
kept
year.
him.
No,
It's
they're
official.
keeping him. They're keeping
Yeah.
him.
I'm saying, do you think if you were an FSU fan, would you be happy?
No, I would not.
Or
Yeah.
are you happy if you're a Clemson fan?
I'd be torn as a Clemson fan.
Man, some of these NFL games.
Oh, we
I
got another firing, by the way. We got another firing. Cal fired Justin Wilcox.
Oh yeah.
He was not bad.
He was not. I mean, he's had like a rough couple
who
years.
wins
But
at Cal? Who wins at Cal?
Wilcox
Nobody
did for a
won
minute. He was
last
doing
time.
all right. Sonny Dykes for a minute, right?
Well, Chip Kelly got fired by the Raiders today, so.
Yeah.
And dude, has that guy just been living off of that Oregon success?
Yeah.
He was as an
Yeah,
OC,
good year
he
with
was
the
good
Eagles.
for Ohio State.
He was also good with the
He was
Eagles.
a good
Ohio
OC.
State plug in any
He
fucking
won.
person
He won
there.
like
Jesus
he won
Christ.
with Big Dick Nick Foles. They won the division the first year,
Right. No, he did have a nice opening season.
but then he fell apart. Then he went to the 49ers. He sucked. Then UCLA, I thought he was fine, but it was never good enough. And then he was like, you know what? Let me just OC. I don't want to head coach anymore. And like the Raiders, my brother-in-law is out there. He took my nephew to the game yesterday. He texted me, said they were booing Geno Smith really hard.
He flipped
I mean,
off the crowd.
The Raiders they're like, besides one guy, Max Crosby and Bowers, two guys. I mean, they're just a terrible team. Their roster stinks.
There's nothing good about the Raiders.
They have a lot of ways to go.
Well, I mean,
But
they were.
Shedeur
Dude, what do
Sanders
you
is-
expect? They were playing Shedeur Sanders. Who
I
fucking
know.
wins against him? He's undefeated.
11 for
as a
20,
starter.
200 yards.
Actually, had a lower QBR than Geno Smith too,
Yeah.
but won thanks to Myles Garrett.
He's a winner. I mean, Myles Garrett's insane.
He is 5 sacks away from the single season record with 6 games to go. So I think it's like 11 games. Through 11 games, he's had 18 sacks. It is ungodly.
Oh my God.
Fucking great he is.
He should be in MVP talks.
I would totally support that. They do need to give that to defenders at some point.
He's got no Brett Favre to lay down, too.
Oh, right, yeah. Fucking Strahan and his fake-ass accomplishment.
Yeah. Even Strahan said he's losing his record.
I hope so. I don't want the Gastineau, the real champ.
Yeah. that Gastineau Brett Favre clip is embarrassing for Mark Gastineau.
Well, he's probably got CTE and he's probably trying to be relevant, and he's it's not going his way. How bad is JJ McCarthy?
Oh boy.
Remember when he won offensive player of the week? I remember when I
predicted he was going to be incredible.
Maybe JJ McCarthy's good. Maybe it's 9 who's.
I'll tell you.
I didn't know about this before this season. Like the whole 9 thing with him.
What's the 9 thing?
He apparently goes into an alt. Yeah, he becomes 9 when he gets in the zone.
Well, listen, I'm going to say this about JJ real quick, just from watching him for 3 years at Michigan.
Yeah,
he was not a plug and play guy. He needed to watch, like in a Bryce or Jordan Love kind of way.
I honestly thought the last game was worse because he missed so many open receivers. I mean, Green Bay, granted, their defense is really good, and he was just overmatched. But the Chicago game was worse because there was guys wide open and he couldn't hit anybody.
No, he needed to sit a year or two, couple years, I think.
I mean, it's only
people
been
aren't patient anymore.
But the way of quarterbacks, there was a much longer leash for them. Quarterbacks used to get somewhere up to 3 years. Now they get like a year and a half, and you can be the number 1 pick overall. If you suck, they're moving on, like literally in a year and a half. So you got to make your move really fast now, and time's a ticking.
I mean, should Minnesota do something? I mean, I don't know what they could do now. Like,
he's also in like a tough spot where, like, it's a tough spot for him and the Minnesota fans because then you move on from Sam Darnold and he's looking really good.
They only lost like 2 games last year.
Yeah, but the thing with Sam Darnold is like, again, the big games he looks like shit.
Well, so a lot of the games, JJ McCarthy looks like shit. So
he's had 2 good games. He's had 2 decent games.
You feel like you're taking a step back when you didn't feel like you should be rebuilding.
No, especially with veteran wide receivers that are money. But you just go get another quarterback, You draft another guy. I mean, the Jets have been doing it. That's
worked out great for them.
Well, it's weird how it works. Like the Patriots, they had Drew Bledsoe, they had Tom Brady, they had a couple. They filled in Cam Newton for a year. Mac Jones wasn't the answer.
Don't disrespect the Bailey Zappi era like that.
What if Minnesota went and got Mac Jones next year?
I
mean, you don't buy him. I mean, he's had some good games this year.
He's going to be better than what JJ McCarthy is. He'll be not as good as Sam Darnold.
Well, this is what they should do: is find someone who can.
I'm not a believer in
who can buy JJ a little more time while they still have a good roster to pop.
But I'm not a believer of like Kirk Cousins, the ultimate. We'll have Kirk Cousins or we'll have Ryan Fitzpatrick play a year and see if we can get by for a year.
I think with Fitzy it worked.
Fitzy had some good years, but he never made the playoffs.
God, he was so close a couple times.
But he was a fun guy.
I feel like he's like, if you just need a 1-year stopgap guy, because JJ could use it, but they're just going to put all the pressure on him.
The thing with JJ is he's missing wide open guys. If you watch the Bears game, he missed about 5 throws that every NFL quarterback makes. And when you got guys like Chris Carter, who's like a Vikings legend, shitting on you on Twitter, you're losing the faith of the alumni.
Well, I think his rating is like almost is in Jamarcus Russell territory, which is the
Ooh,
absolute bottom.
yes.
It's bad. I would, I think he's in his head now. I
Yeah.
don't know who's their back. Like they should bench him. Just give him a break.
They don't have anybody. They
They
have a
don't.
guy, Max Brosmer, who played
Oh God.
for the Gophers last year.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So I
bad.
I say you got to throw him
They
out
should have
there.
had a really good vet available for
You
backup
got to
then.
throw him out there
Well,
for
I
the
mean,
rest.
they
They
had
did.
Wentz there on IR. On IR.
Oh Lord. Yeah, it's bad. JJ's ceiling, I believe, was like a really good game managing type quarterback.
Well,
Um,
it's very hard, when a guy is a good he can always say he's a great college quarterback, which he was, but going from the pros to college or college to the pros, not everybody makes it.
no.
I always had him comp similar to that. Who was that Georgia quarterback?
Spencer Bennett,
Yes,
Yeah.
very similar in my mind. Like
who's still
great
around.
manager, like had talented
Yeah.
dudes around him, knew how to
You
distribute
could
it, and
make a
knew what he
throw
needed to
when you
do.
needed,
Yep,
Yeah.
you just get it to the running backs, get it
but
to
nothing
your
was ever like fully on his shoulders. Like it wasn't
right.
solely up to him ever to win
Yeah.
them a game. Very similar guys.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sticking with the pros. Oh boy. You guys are gonna be excited about this. We might have the return of Justin Tucker. He's trying out for the Saints.
Come on out, you rapist!
Oh, where did that come
That's weird because they're not even a good team. I don't know why they want
from?
this
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
articles.
I
I
don't
mean,
know why you would want him at all.
I can understand a team that's contending maybe that are desperate,
Right.
but for him to kick for a team that's got what, 2 wins, what is it going to matter?
Yeah, it's definitely not worth. I mean, even like it's just like even if they were going to be good next year, maybe you get a guy like that because thinking you could be better and win some games next year. But they're just terrible.
I let him sit out a full year or 2 years at least.
I would if I'm like a Saints position guy or whatever. I know this sounds crazy coming from me.
Yeah,
I just grab a UFL kicker. They
good.
work. That's
They
the
do.
position that works, dude. There's
It
so
really
many of these
is.
guys
Yeah,
killing it.
I know. Jake Bates,
Brandon Aubrey, Jake Bates, the Rams kicker this week.
So I didn't
Harrison
realize.
Davis.
Okay, all right. I didn't realize there's actually no active lawsuits against Justin Tucker. He's just got
no.
all these allegations against him,
He's
which
also got he also his suspension is up.
right. It just kind of puts this him in limbo because if at least if he had lawsuits, he could say he
It
settled
looks
them.
bad, but then what happens is you get articles in the paper. It's kind of like, like Ray Lewis is talented enough and in a position where he could not have to deal with that. Like I remember like anytime Ray Lewis or Big Ben had a big game, the articles came up and then you got to deal with it. Then the team has to start answering questions
Hmm.
and then it gets a little dicey and tricky. So for a kicker on a last place team, I don't know why the Saints want to deal with articles about him.
I don't know. It makes no sense. They would be wise just to not go through with this.
Exactly.
Um,
Their problem isn't kicking. Their problem is they're a last place team that needs a lot of things. You still don't know if Tyler Show is the real thing. You gave up on the other kid, the rattlesnake,
Spencer
but
Rattler, baby.
QB
you're a
one.
last place roster with a young coach who's good, and now he's gonna have to answer questions.
He already is, and it's like it's funny. His wording's like, "Well, he's been through some difficulties, but I think he's coming out back." Like almost like he was the victim.
Yeah,
Like,
they always say
like,
it the wrong way.
bro,
Yeah.
this Me Too's like 5, 6 years behind us. You should have learned a little something by now, dude. Like, oh, it's so. I mean, how can you?
Tucker's a weird guy because he's a big religious guy too, and
Oh,
that's
they
kind of
always are.
yeah.
Come on, that's just a fucking mask.
He's
So you
also an
can.
opera singer.
That's cool. I respect that.
Those damn opera singers. I
Yeah.
just hit a nice touchdown bet with McMillan on the Panthers.
All right.
FYI. I will cash out tonight.
What are some hot takes from this past week's NFL? I mean, where we're already standing. I think we're getting a better idea of who's real, who's not, who.
Why can't the Eagles run the ball?
It's amazing how Barkley was so good last year, and he's non-factor this year.
That team was a unit last year.
The Bears know how to win. The Giants know how to lose. I think
but they're losing with style now, Matty.
The Lions look bad, even though they won.
No,
the Chiefs were on the ropes for their season.
Wow, yeah.
The Jaguars are a bad playoff, like a good bad playoff team. The Rams look like they're the best team in the NFL. The LA Rams look like they're the best team right now.
I agree.
Is Baker out for the rest of the season? Probably.
No, I think they said it was good news on the MRI. I think they might try him this week. Not sure.
The thing with the Bucs is like every year a team just has so many injuries, and they're that team this year where they can't get past the injury bug.
Well, the 49ers are that team every year.
Yeah, the 49ers are going through it too, but they're up 17-9. I got the 49ers -7.
They're still going to
just hit a touchdown bet, so I'm looking good here.
How far can the Patriots go in the playoffs?
Well, that's the controversy. I think they can go far because I think the AFC is kind of weak, especially with the Bills and the Chiefs. Kind of not who they were.
Winning percentage of all their opponents they've beaten.
333 probably.
356.
Damn, that's pretty low.
Pretty close, man. Yeah.
And don't count the Ravens out. The Ravens are in first. They're in first place in their division.
Now, Pats feel like they could win, like go through and lose 2-3 games all year, and then get the doors blown off of them.
That is true, but they're better than people think.
You think so?
They're not amazing, but they're not like that one and done paper thin team that lucked out.
Okay. No, I think they're on the rise. I think they'll come back even better next year.
Don't get me wrong. They're not what the Chiefs were a couple of years ago, but they're not an absolutely like paper thin team that everybody's calling them. Yeah. Like everybody's like, I can't wait to bet against them in the playoffs. It's like they will probably win a game. They probably won't make the Super Bowl. I'll be curious the next time they play Buffalo, though Buffalo does not look like their heads are where they should be. I mean, the Ravens are scary. The Ravens are really scary because they're coming under the radar.
Yeah.
And that makes them kind of dangerous.
Sure. I feel like I feel like I agree with Matty, whereas the Rams look like the best team, but it does kind of feel like everything's still open this year.
Yeah, but it's not cut and dry, but right now the Rams are kind of pulling away from the rest of the teams. I like the Seahawks too, but I don't know if Darnold can win that big game in LA. Like
Matt Stafford is just playing on a different fucking level right now, dude.
And their defense is really good, and God, do they have weapons. Devontae Adams, Nakua, they got good tight ends. They got 2 good running backs.
Fun stat, Matty. Through 11 games, Matthew Stafford has thrown 30 touchdowns and 2 interceptions.
Amazing.
That's nuts. He used to throw bad interceptions.
He used to throw really bad interceptions.
I always said he was a Hall of Famer a couple years ago. Everybody was like, I don't know. I don't know how he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Oh, he's got to be.
He's my first ballot Hall of Fame.
Is he your MVP this year?
I think running backs don't get enough respect, and there's 2 that blow my mind is Jonathan Taylor and Jahmyr Gibbs. I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs yesterday, without him, the Lions lose by 12, 15 points.
Yeah.
He's been incredible. So him and Jonathan Taylor, and then I'll say Stafford.
Wow. I'll agree.
If Mayfield was healthy and his players were healthy, he would have been in the mix, but too many injuries.
When will Shadur Sanders finally lose a ball game as a starter?
Who do they play this week?
I like that.
Yeah.
I'll see.
They are playing
Niners.
Yeah, this week. I do like though. It's so funny how
That's
people
not
are like,
wait, is that this week or is that next week?
they're like the Raiders passed on him, and it's like he didn't go to Vegas and throw for 400 yards with 5 touchdowns. I mean, it was a dominant
Everybody
defensive
passed on him like
performance.
4 times.
But
So
I'm saying it's not like he
Oh,
went
yeah,
back to the
right.
like Antonio Pierce was like, if I was still there, I would have drafted him and like see what happened. It's like any Dylan Gabriel would have won yesterday. The defense was incredible.
Antonio Pierce said that.
Yeah,
Wow, that means a lot.
yeah. Not really.
I think the Raiders might be a historically like this Raiders team this season might be like historically
Is
bad.
Pete Carroll even coming back? Do we think?
I would say,
I would think so, but
how do you have
I don't know.
confidence bringing him back at that age, doing this
Yeah, that's the
bad?
thing. Is like, I mean, he at least at minimum was a sort of get the ball
And how
rolling
do
in
you
the
get
red door.
excited when Geno Smith is coming back?
Is he?
I mean,
They
he's
gotta
under
find somebody.
contract.
They gotta find
They're
somebody
gonna.
else.
I mean, it's a weak quarterback class too, dude. Like, I don't know
Ugh.
what they're going to do.
Aiden O'Connell wasn't so bad. I don't know if he's the guy, but
That peach
he
fuzz
he wasn't
mustache.
terrible.
Maybe some upside.
It's just pathetic. I mean,
Uh,
fucking pathetic team.
McCaffrey, did he fumble?
So Burrow is coming back to play, I
Yeah.
think, this week. That
Yeah,
feels
it's just
dumb to
good
me.
for the Bengals' morale.
But I mean, they're 3-8.
You
Wow.
never know. They got close last year.
I mean, the
I
Ravens are
mean,
fighting, and they're 6-5 to get
yeah,
it.
but that's the thing. You're only 3 games out of the division.
I guess.
I think the Bengals were like 3-8 last year.
They're not. They're not gonna do shit, dude.
No.
Their defense is so bad.
Yes.
They.
One of the worst
You think they
coaches
fire
ever. Al.
Taylor after this year?
Yeah, I
I
think so.
probably yeah.
It's
Al
about
You've
Golden
him.
is their.
arguably wasted Joe Burrow.
Well, look
Yeah.
at the Bills, man. The Bills are wasting Josh Allen.
I agree. He should
But
be
at least
fired.
they're sort of a little more
They
competitive
won't
each
fire
year.
that guy.
At least they were making like not deep, but they were winning a couple playoff games here and there.
Are the
Yeah.
Chiefs done?
The season, I mean, I think they're every game for the Chiefs going forward is must win.
What is their biggest problem here? I mean, you guys have watched some Chiefs games. What do
They
you
They
have
were
think?
really
having
tough
trouble running the
schedule.
ball. Oh, go ahead,
Yeah,
Maddie.
tough schedule, and they're just kind of out of sync. And they had a tough start, and their schedule's tough.
When
I
you
don't
say
know
they're,
what
go ahead, Jim.
I was gonna say. I don't know if it's that different than what they were last year. They're
They
just
they won.
losing a lot more one
Yeah,
score games. Like
all the
remember
games they
last
won.
year?
Yeah, they won
Yeah,
all the games that they shouldn't have won, and this year they're losing all those
yeah.
games.
It's just variance kind of coming
The
back,
luck is
swinging
coming
the other
back.
way.
Yeah,
Where like literally all these games last season they would have won.
and the Broncos got better. The Chargers got better. I mean, they still got those teams play at home, so there's that.
But I think like they can maybe drop. What do you think? One more game?
They got maybe two, if but no more. I mean, they were on the ropes. If they lost to the Colts, I think they're done.
You think so? Minimum they got to get to 10 wins.
Yeah,
So
because
they
it's
could
tough.
drop two at most.
Because they don't have the big thing is they lost the tiebreaker with the Jags, and the Jags have a last place schedule.
I they can maybe I'm thinking one. You're all right. I don't know if they can lose two and stay in.
It's
It looks
rough.
like the Steelers are falling apart.
I agree.
I think Aaron Rodgers should probably retire after this season.
I think the world
He didn't
agrees.
play this week, but
Yeah.
he just seems like, every once in a while he can get that magical game, but he looks old. He's been looking old.
Yeah, I think if he was on a better team, like it would work more in his favor. Like I think having to ask him to do, to be vintage Aaron Rodgers is not a sustainable, model.
And Jameis Winston has been balling out. Even though the Giants figure out ways to lose every
at least
week.
they're fun. First team officially
fun.
eliminated from playoffs, by the way.
Not even the Jets are eliminated, or the Raiders?
Nope, not officially.
What about the Titans? I mean, they're 1-10.
They might have a shot at the division. I don't know.
Yeah, everybody else loses all their games.
I'm trying to look it up specifically, but I saw that the Giants were the first ones.
Have you been seeing Cam Scatterboo, like what he likes to do in his free time with drinking out of a boot?
He was at the wrestling match with your boy Andrew Schultz.
Yeah,
that was awful looking.
Yeah, actually, currently it's just the Giants. I love that he's at these WWE events.
Yeah. I'm sure the Giants love it, especially when he's hurt.
Yeah, and he's like doing physical shit too. He's like getting up and pushing people. It's like, bro, read the room.
Yeah.
He should be back there using his mind to help the Giants win. Remember that? Like when it seems like a season ago when Jackson Dart and Scatterboo were ripping it up.
No, they were taking over the NFL. Brian Dable was the man.
Yeah. And now none of them are involved right now. All right, guys. Anything else to add? I'm running out of stories.
Thanksgiving.
It's a great weekend of football.
A lot of football.
Rivalry week.
Thursday, 3 NFL games. A lot of college Friday, Saturday. Back to the NFL on Sunday.
And for those of you interested, a lot of college basketball this weekend too.
And congratulations to Jim on his brother's marriage.
Yeah. Congratulations, Jim.
Thank you.
What's your brother's name?
John.
XFL John, congratulations.
He had the decency not to do it during the
Nebraska. Yeah, he definitely knew Nebraska would be playing on Friday night this weekend. He definitely knew that. So
they did know that.
They did? How long ago was this planned?
A year in advance.
There you go.
Michigan's never played a Friday game. So
Nebraska always plays Black Friday.
That's a thing. Okay,
yeah.
So it
always plays Black Friday. Yeah.
Good job, XFL John.
They always play Black Friday.
Back in the day, they would
used to be Colorado, but it was
Jim. That gives you so many days. Like you're gonna be exhausted come Sunday.
Yes,
you're gonna be drinking and eating all day. Thursday, Friday Saturday, with the game. Saturday at the wedding.
Oh yeah!
Well, I can't wait to see you on that Monday.
It's gonna be
very haggard looking man.
I took Monday off work, so
good. Yeah, good.
Enjoy it. Did you guys have a good bachelor party?
It was great. Lake of the Ozarks. It was awesome.
Oh, you mean you guys got together and watched The Bachelor?
Yeah.
Is that where that's
a cool thing to do before a wedding? Yes.
The Bachelor.
Celebrating love.
The senior bachelor.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
All right, guys. Well, I want you all to have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Eat all the pies. Maddie, I will be around town in LA.
As they say in sobriety, I'll take another 24.
What hours? That's what you just got to get through, 24?
Yep.
Are you struggling with cravings or?
No, but
you're probably feeling good and like just saying fuck it at this point, right?
No.
I'm
not there yet, but
but you look great. Say that. You sound like night and day compared to a few weeks ago. So
really,
yeah, I think you're a little more clear. You're a little more awake. You know, like
it was rough. The first week
was very noticeable.
Yeah,
the first week the first day, holy fuck.
Well, your body's going through a lot of changes.
What got me through that day, honestly, the baseball game was so good that it kind of got me through that first day.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Never apologize for an ugly day win.
That was the great Game 7.
And I might come over and watch the game with you this week.
All right, let me know. I'll be here.
So yeah, definitely. I can scare your whole family.
Yeah, just don't feed me any weed.
I won't, Maddie. I promise. Okay, guys. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And, thank you so much for tuning in. And we'll see you next week for another exciting edition of the Sports Hole.